Stop number 27 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Richmond International Raceway, the final nighttime short track race this season. This actually will not be the final nighttime race this season because that will not be until race number 31 at Charlotte. Actually, excuse me, this is the next to the last. This is the next to the last short track nighttime race of the season because we'll be doing nighttime at Martinsville this season. So my mistake on that, though. So Martinsville is actually going to be 2 races from now, actually, for race number 29. But today, race number 30. Today is race number 27 at Charlotte. Where are we, Qualls? It's race number 27 tonight at Richmond International Raceway for the running of the Exide Barriers 400. As we have three nighttime races left on the season, counting this one here at Richmond. And then the night race at Martinsville after that, and then after that will be the night race at Charlotte. So that will be races 27 today, 29 at Martinsville, and race 31 at Charlotte. So there you have it with that. So now we got done with all this nonsense. Let's get to the starting lineup for today's race. On the pole is car number 24, Charles Sanford, the DuPont Chevrolet. He's alongside number 44. It's Seth Cole in the Hot Wheels Pontiac. Charles won a season at Sonoma. Seth won at Indy this season, the Brickyard 400. Second row had trying for Richmond sweep this season. It's Daniel Bouchard in car 31. He's alongside number 41. It's John Andrews, winner at California this season. Third row has car number 3, Cole Deaver, the GM Goodrich Chevrolet. Cole won the season at Atlanta, and he also won the Pepsi 400 at Daytona this season. Deaver's flanked by car number 88. It's Keith Batson in the Quality Care Ford Thunderbird. He won the season at the first race at Martinsville this season. He also won the first Darlington race this season as well, too. Going to row number 4 is Levi Mcintyre in car number 99, the Exide Barriers SKF Ford. He's alongside number 4, William Brock in the Kodak Film Chevrolet. Going to row number 5, it's Quentin Moore in 21, the Citgo Ford, and Jessica Shelton in number 94. Both of them have in-car cameras in today's race. Quentin won the season at 600 at Charlotte, and Jess won the day race at Bristol. She also won at Riverside, and she also won the Southern 500 at Darlington this season. And Jess looking for her 4th win of the season. We'll see what happens. Next row down has Zach Rogers in car number 6, the Valvoline Ford, and number 90, that's James Sykes. Rogers won the season at North Wilkesboro and again at Watkins Glen. Next row is number 1, Trent Dunham, the winner at Pocono this season, the first Pocono race. He's alongside Allison Rain, the number 7, winner at the second Michigan race this season. Next row down has number 33, Matt McIntyre, and 26, Ryan Brummer, a pair of green cars in that row. Next row down has number 18, another green car, Nathan Ormond, and number 98, Laura Chung. Next row down has the winner at New Hampshire, Alex Miller, in the number 15 Quality Care Ford. Looking for his second victory this season. Will it come tonight? We'll find out. He's alongside another driver looking for a second victory this season. He won the Daytona 500 this season. It's number 40 of Zach Winkle, the Kendall GT1 Pontiac. Next row down has number 25, James Henry, and number 30, Ryan George. Next row down has Paul Minnick, the winner of the first Talladega race of the season. Number 10 and number 16, Rob Evans. Next row has number 22, Dylan Poteet, and number 28, Kat Batson. Next row has number 29, Zachary Fitzwater, and number 87, Aaron Macklin. Next row has number 75, Jesse Turner, the winner of the other Talladega winner of the season, the Die Hard 500 winner. He's alongside Phil Parker in number 5. Next row down has Joshua Osborne in 20 and number 43, Mike Becker. Next row is 17, Roberto Crown Jr. and 81, Muhammad Abdullah. Next row down has number 37, Dylan Abrahamian, and number 71, Daniel Getrock. Next row down has 23, Wes McCoy, and number 2 car, Dylan Young. And starting shotgun is number 42, Kyle Matthews, and number 36, it is Cement Oscon. Dylan Young won her twice this season so far. He won at He won at Texas and Rockingham, while Matthews won at Dover and Pocono. Here's the command to fire him up here today for the Exide Barriers 400 at Richmond.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Canadian given the party engines are, we mentioned Quentin Moore and Jessica Shelton have 2 of our in-car cameras. Our third one lies inside the pole sitter's car, Charles Sanford. So here's the field rolls off the pit road for the pace. We'll be back for the start right after this. Pace car looks off on the pit road. Green flag's about to fly for the Exide 400 as the green flag flies. 60 laps of racing here today, and we are underway here at Richmond. Look at the start. Damon Bouchard got on Charles Sanford. Bouchard looking to determined to lead the first lap of this race here, and this is how he found him for most of the Mellow Yellow Racing Series event, with Bouchard and Sanford first and second for most of that race. As they come out to number 4, this time it's Charles Sanford who's going to be the one leading the first lap of this race here. Second is Bouchard, third is Beaver, fourth position battling for fourth is Levi Mcintyre and Seth Cole. And Quentin Moore right there behind in the number 5 spot. In the number 6 position, I should say, in the 21 car. On board with Quentin Moore to the number 5 spot here in the Citgo Ford. Rip came also on the Citgo Ford. Looks like the caution flag's flown for the first time here today, and indeed it has. So, and Cement Oscon, car number 36, that has crashed. And several cars have crashed here. Abrahamian, Abdullah. Several cars got some hood buckles here, including Ryan Brommer in the 26 car. Mike Becker looks like he's also involved. Let's see what happens. Let's see who else is involved in this melee. Looks like Zach Winkle in the 40 car on Matt McIntyre, the 33 car. He's the man who's really struggled this season so far. Seems like with Matt McIntyre, he either runs good or he wrecks. One of the or has problems. One of the two happens to him usually. And Seth Cole, who is the guy who started this race second, got turned by his buddy Trent Dunham. Seth gets turned on the inside lane. Let's see what happens. Come on, turn number 2. Oh, pancake the driver's side door. I bet you Seth felt that one. Gets right into Matt McIntyre, James Sykes, and William Brock. And McIntyre squeezed Jessica Shelton up into the wall in the 94 car. And on Ryan Brommer just center punches the back of Jess's car. Cement Oscon gets into her. Mike Becker. You saw Abrahamian in a 37 car. And then something else happened up front here. You saw Kyle Matthews trying to get woed down. Him or Phil Parker, one of the two. Oh my gosh, tell me. And Matt McIntyre, yeah, he got turned by somebody. I forget who it was. Well, actually, we're about to see who it was there. Okay, so McIntyre goes, he avoids his first part of the crash. Wants to go down pit road. He gets into Dylan Poteet, and right there, Jesse Turner, Joshua Osborne, and several others get involved as well, too. So, not a good start, obviously, for the 33 car. Not a good start for any of the others that was involved in that crash. Let's take a ride with Jessica Shelton. She didn't avoid the first crash, but she did avoid the second one, and unfortunately for Jess, she is unfortunately for her out of the race here, and as well as also Ryan Brommer, Matt McIntyre, Cement Oscon, and Aaron Macklin. Those 5 cars out of the race so far here at Richmond. So 35 cars remain in this race here here today, or tonight I should say, and all 35 of them remain on the lead lap, as Charles Sanford is your leader in this race here. Second position is Daniel Bouchard. Third is Cole Deaver. Fourth position is Levi McIntyre. Quentin Moore is in fifth position. Zach Rogers matching his car number in sixth. Seventh is Trent Dunham. Eighth is Keith Batson. Ninth is John Andrews, and Nathan Ormond is in 10th position. 11th position right now is William Brock. 12th is Paul Minnick. 13th is James Henry. 14th, Allison Rain. 15th, James Sykes. Alex Miller is 16th. 17th position is Zachary Fitzwater. 18th, Wes McCoy. 19th, Jesse Turner. And Kat Batson is 20th. The green flag flies back on the way. Lap number 9 here at Richmond. Caution flag is slowly average down to 64 miles an hour. And Charles Sanford has the fastest lap of the race so far at 125.792 miles an hour. As Charles Sanford brings the Jeff Gordon colors around to complete yet another lap. It's 9 laps in the books and 51 to go. A lot of racing left to go here today in the Exide Batteries 400. And here as the season starts to round the far turn and head for home for season 30. James Henry, the 25 car, runs in 11th position right now, and John Andrews way up the high side here, as he is now caught pretty well between he, Jesse Turner, and Zachary Fitzwater. The 75, 29, and 41 cars here. And moving their way up to the field nicely here, Kat Batson in the 28, Dylan Young in the 2, and Joshua Osborne in the 20. No word on what ride Osborne is going to have for season 31. But you'll see the number 20 Home Depot ride next season as well, but except there'll be a Chevy next season. And, well, the 10 car, a little bit squirrely right there. There's the 10 car of Paul Minnick. That car is going to have Valvoline next season, by the way, the number 10 Tide machine. Tide car is going to go, the Tide sponsor is going to go to the number 32 Pontiac. For season 31, Joshua, by the way, in the 20 car up to 16th position. Allison Rain moves in the low side of him right now as they come off turn number 4. Whoa, Rain just pulls up to the back of Osborne. I mean, just about gave him the bumper. It's run him up to the back and just absolutely I don't know, annoy the crap out of him, I guess. Laura Chung now getting by Dylan Young for position there, the number 2 machine. The Honda Dula, there's Zach Winkle, Wes McCoy, Kyle Matthews back in 25th in the number 42 machine. Not your typical Kyle Matthews run he usually has here at Richmond. Rob Evans in 31st position right now. Phil Parker trying to close up behind him. As still moves to the inside. No dice for the time being, and now John Andrews is going to try to make it 3 wide. Well, I thought it was going to make it 3 wide. Apparently Zach Winkle backed off on turn number 1 and thought better of it. John Andrews, who started his race back in 4th position, who had a tremendous qualifying run. Unfortunately, he slid back to 25th. He slid back to 26th position. Actually make that 24th position right now is where he's at right now in this race. So he is running strong here today. He's trying to work his way back up to the field here today at Richmond. And meantime, battle for the lead here. Daniel Bouchard Hadley and now Levi Mcintyre going for the number 99 car. And he's got it, so move the Exide Batteries forward to the top spot. The race sponsor's car. Boy, Bouchard got loose, come off to number 4 there, and he loses 2nd spot now. And now here comes Cole Deaver in car number 3. It moves alongside Sanford and tries to get past him now as they come off turn number 2. So move the Dale Earnhardt cars up to the top spot, or up to the number 2 spot now. Quentin Moore trying for third. Boy, that was close between the 24 and 21 cars. And Bouchard, meantime, still dropping back as now Zach Rogers has gotten by him. Rogers in the Valvoline Ford coming off turn number 4, and he's trying to gain what points he can as he tries to gain what positions he can gain though in the last races of the season. This is 27 races. This is race number 27 on the season. We'll be down to 7 races remaining after this here, and still enough season left to make some progress in the points. Mentioned Rogers has had I mentioned 2 wins this season for him. He won the First Union 400 at North Wilkesboro, and he also won on the road course at Watkins Glen. Dominating that event. Now Sanford tries to move up alongside Rogers. Rogers right now runs 4th, Sanford running in 5th. And meantime, Cole Deaver closing up to the back of Levi Mcintyre. You got Dragon Knight versus Thrash Maniac going at it right here. And here comes Quentin Moore, and he may not be out of this just yet neither. And here comes the battle for 4th there. Charles Sanford trying to move back inside of Zach Rogers. That's for 4th position. Rogers in the 6th car, Sanford in 24. That 24 car will have a different paint scheme on that car next season. It'll still be DuPont, Pepsi, and Quaker State on that car, but there'll be a different scheme next season on that DuPont Chevrolet. Going to turn number 3 right now here. Rogers still trying to close up and give a call to the 25 car. How about James Henry in the 25 machine? He's up to 6th position right now. So 2 of the Hendrick cars running strong here today. They're running 4th and 6th positions respectively. Trent Dunham running in 7th position. Alex Miller making his way through the field nicely. He's running in 8th position now, the winner at New Hampshire this season. Good news for Alex, will be heading to another 1-mile track where he ran so good at as well too. That would be in Dover for the Peak Andy Freeze 400. That will be next race on the tour, stop number 28 on the season. But Alex running strong right now, trying to get by Trent for that number 7 spot here. And meantime, James Henry trying to get around the 6 car Zach Rogers, and he will do so. He moves the 25 car up to 5th, but Rogers not giving up on the outside lane though. As they come to the inside lane, here comes James Henry, gets around him, so move him up to 5th position, and at the same time move Alex Miller up another spot. Miller up to now the 7th position. But Daniel Bouchard up on the back bumper. He is, and talk about driving like a man possessed. Daniel Bouchard, he wants to win. Moves down the low side of Miller's cars. They come out to number 4. Floors the throttle at number 31 Low Chevrolet. And got him. So move Bouchard now up to 7th position now. Miller back to 8th position now. Back to the leaders, it's still Levi Mcintyre out in front as we're now halfway home. 30 laps down and 30 laps remaining in the race. Keith Batson at the 9th position right now in the car number 88, the Quality Care Ford. Trent Dunham running in 10th position. Nathan Orman's 11th. 12th is Pat Batson. Actually made that Jesse Turner is 12th. 13th is now Allison Rain. Cat Batson has dropped to 14th now. William Brock, 15th. 16th position is James Sykes. 17th is Wes McCoy. John Andrews, 18th. 19th is Paul Minnick. 20th, matching his car number, is Joshua Osborne. Kyle Matthews, 21st. Laura Chung, 22nd. Mike Becker, 23rd. 24th is Ryan George. Dylan Young, 25th. 26th is Phil Parker. Zachary Fitzwater, 27th. 28th is Zach Winkle. 29th is Muhammad Abdullah. 30th is Daniel Gatrog. Rob Evans, 31st. Dylan Poteet, 32nd. Dylan Abrahamian, 33rd. Seth Cole, who started this race outside pole, had high hopes for this race here. Well, all came crashing down on the third lap of the race. And when he found himself in the inside wall. He's still running though. He's 34 and trying to gain what he can. Starting to salvage what he can in this race there. But he'll try to be lock and loaded when we head to Dover next on the tour. But the top 5 still remains the same. Still Levi Mcintyre leading. Cole Deaver closing up down in second position. Third is now Quentin Moore. Fourth is Charles Sanford, and James Henry runs in fifth position. I tell you, if James Henry can stay where he's at, or maybe even improve, this will be the best finish he'll have this season in the Budweiser Chevrolet. And this car has produced some pretty darn good runs as well, and we talk about how quietly some of these guys are running point-wise or race-wise from time to time. James Henry is one of those guys who's kind of quietly running well, and of course him, James Sykes, and a couple others, and then of course also a guy we talked about just a couple of minutes ago, Alex Miller. Those are the types of racers that you never know what to expect from them there, and of course that's saying it out of total respect, as far as how they race and what have you. And you see right there, classic example of watching James Henry come up the back of his, not only his teammate, but also one of the best in Charles Sanford. And as a former series champion, he's coming behind as well too. But now Henry moves up to the high side now. Loses a little bit of ground though, so got a car pushed up the high side. Now he regroups, tries to catch back once again up on that number 24 machine. But speaking of catching up, Cole Deaver is trying to do so on the number 3 machine. He's won twice this season so far. I mentioned he won at Atlanta, and he also won at Daytona in the Pepsi 400 under the lights. And Deaver's going for his 3rd win of the season. McIntyre, by the way, is going, believe it or not, is going for his 1st win this season. He's not yet won. Let's remember too, Levi Mcintyre won the championship without winning a race in season 25. So he's no stranger to not winning a race, but yet somehow pulling it out of his you know what in the points. So, which is what he did in season 25 basically, but won it by just pure consistency. And but if Levi does want to win the championship this season, he wants to try to do it to at least win a race. At least I will say too. Also, Trent Dunham almost won without winning a championship as well too. Won the championship without winning a race as well too. He almost did that in season 17. He almost did that, except Trent won at Homestead the last race of the season that year. So, perfect timing, I guess you might say, as far as that's concerned. As a lap by Seth Cullen in the 44 car. Seth, unfortunately, just running slow right now. He's running, as I mentioned, in 34th position right now. But Cole Deaver is closing up, and by the way, we also another car's been scored out of race. That we had a disqualification on the number 17 car of Roberto Crown Jr. He's currently got disqualified on one of the restarts. Actually, I should say on the restart, because we only had one caution flag so far in this race. As we watch McIntyre and Deaver battle it again here, but now Deaver has got pressure from the Tennessee Terror, Quentin Moore, the winner of the season at the Charlotte 600. And Quentin's not far behind the leader as well too, as he is about a half a second back of McIntyre. So we could see a 3-way battle here, as and this time by will be completing lap number 46. 46 will be down to 14 laps to go. Already in this fast-paced Exide Batteries 400, and McIntyre like to win one for the Levi like to win because of the fact that it's the race. He's driving the race sponsor's car. He'll still be with the 99 team next season, but it'll be Office Depot next season with the number 99, and he'll be driving the 2008 Carl Edwards paint scheme next season. There is Quentin Moore, car number 21. You're on board with Quentin once again. James Henry has the fastest lap race so far, 127.617 miles an hour. Followed by Nathan Foreman, Cat Thadson, Daniel Bouchard, and Alex Moore, the top 5 fastest laps of the race so far. The leader, Levi Mcintyre, has the 6th fastest lap race so far at 127.059 miles per hour. Now Quentin has dropped back just a little bit, and Beaver trying to make yet another run for it, though. 0.3 of a second to separate the front two cars here. They come up in the back of the lap car of Dylan Abrahamian in 37. He's 32nd position right now in the Kmart RC Cola Ford. 10 laps to go here at Richmond. Does Deaver or Moore have anything to catch up to that number 99 car? If that 37 car gives McIntyre any problems, though, that may be a possibility. And now McIntyre moves to the low side of the track here and gets by the 37 car. But at the same time, though, the 37 car can be his best friend, though, because he is now sandwiched in between the two leaders. And that may give Deaver and Moore a bit of a headache trying to catch the 37 machine here. And now Cole tries to move to the inside here, but the 37 car chops him off a little bit. Well, not exactly chops him off, though. He wasn't that close. Now Deaver gets by the 37 car as they come off turn number 4. And now the thing he and Quentin can do is try to hook up here as best they could. But by being trapped behind the lap car, it's now cost him about half, 2 times now what he was. It's now 0.6 of a second, but he's still trying to close up a little bit now in that 3 car. We'll see what happens here off turn number 4. Last lap by for McIntyre is his speed 123.728 miles per hour. Deaver 124.030 miles per hour. And Moore almost at the same speed, 124.07. Off turn number 4 they come here. Those 3 cars have pulled ahead of the 4th place car, Daniel Bouchard, by the way. 123.9 for McIntyre, 123.85 for Cole Deaver. So McIntyre gained what he gained a little bit that time by Dylan Poteet ahead of McIntyre, but I don't think Poteet's going to be any factor, though, in as far as lap traffic is concerned. But now Deaver tries to close up once again. Didn't that time by 61 hundredths of a second, and Quentin Moore less than a second back. So McIntyre, so it looks as if McIntyre, unless he really gets loose and or something goes awry on it, Exide Batteries 4, he may have it won here. But we'll see what happens here. And he's pulling away now 0.7 of a second now between the front two, between him and Deaver. So I'm thinking Deaver used up his stuff trying to catch McIntyre's car or try to stay with him there. So of course the lap traffic didn't help at all neither as they come off turn number 4. 2 laps to go for Levi Mcintyre. Car number 99, the Exide Batteries SKF Ford for Thrash Maniac Rockin' Wrestling Racing. He'll see the white flag next time by as he'll complete lap number 59 out in front. The white flag waves. 1 lap remaining here at Dover. Where are we again, Qualls? At Richmond as they come off turn number 4. Or turn number 2, wherever we're at. I think I'm drinking too much Mellow Yellow once again. Here we go. Off turn number 4. Checker flag waves up for car number 99. Levi Mcintyre wins the Exide Batteries 400. Appropriately enough in the Exide car. Winning here today. As McIntyre dominates the last half of the race, winning by 0.7 of a second over Cole Deaver. who finishes second. Third will go to Quentin Moore. Fourth to Daniel Bouchard. And Charles Sanford will finish fifth. Sixth place will go to James Henry. A tremendous performance out of that number 25 machine. Alex Miller with a solid seventh place finish for him. Keith Batson eighth. Nathan Orman, who missed the entrance of pit road, he'll finish ninth. Excuse me. And Trent Dunham will come home 10th. As the field make their way down pit road and they will load up and prepare for Dover. Average speed 111.013 miles per hour. So 27 races are in the books, and we have 7 races now left to go. Dover, Martinsville, North Wilkesboro, Charlotte, Rockingham, Phoenix, and Atlanta. Here, so it's the season, like I said, the season is now rounding the far turn and heading for home here for the season in the Road to Championship weekend at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Rest of the finishing order for you here today. William Brock with an 11th place finish here today. Cat Batson 12th. James Sykes with a solid 13th place finish for him. Paul Minnick 14th. John Andrews worked his way back up in the 15th position. So good. So not all was not lost for that number 41 team. Allison Rain will come home 16th. Joshua Osborne 17th. 18th to Jesse Turner. Wes McCoy with a solid finish, finishing 19th. 20th will go to Phil Parker. Kyle Matthews 21st. Mike Becker 22nd. Zachary Fitzwater 23rd. Laura Chung 24th. 25th will go to Rob Evans. 26th to Ryan George. Zach Winkle 27th. Daniel Goodrock will end up finishing 28th. 29th position. 29th position will go to Muhammad Abdullah. Dylan Poteet was the last car to finish on the lead lap. He'll finish 30th. Dylan Abrahamian 31st. Seth Cole 32nd. And that's all your finishers are today. 32 cars finished the race here. 30 of them on the lead lap. And 2 big players out of the race here. Zach Rogers had a tire failure that knocked him out of the race. So, and unfortunately for Zach, he had a top 10 run going on without question at number 6 machine. And he catches a bad break here. And Dylan Young, who is up there in championship contention, had a header failure on the number 2 Miller Light Ford. And that is going to drop him a little bit in the points. I think he lost the points at Darlington, I think. I'm not sure on that there. You'll see the points posted at the end of this race, by the way. But anyway, should be interesting to see how the points shake out after this race at Richmond. Other retirees here. Roberto Crown Jr. had a disqualification that knocked him out of the race in 35th. Ryan Brommer had a piston failure, dropped him, finishing in 36th. 37th will go to Matt McIntyre with a crash. Jessica Shelton, 38th because of a crash. Samantha Oscon, 39th because of a crash. And Aaron Macklin, 40th because of, yes, a crash. Of course, that was thanks largely due to that big pileup we had back on lap number 3. But we raced pretty much the rest of the race smooth as silk. So that's basically how the race went here. So that being said here, congratulations once again to Levi Mcintyre, the winner here today in the Exide Batteries 400, as he gets his first victory of the season here. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got NRSS, we got gaming videos, we got NR online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series, which is the main series on this channel. And if you want in on his series next season, be sure to get with him, and he'll get you going on that series as well too. So, and also be sure to subscribe not only to this channel but also to our other 2 channels that does NNSCRA Offline Racing, the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series from YouTube user X867530985AX. That's Dylan Young's channel. Subscribe to his channel for some cool stuff, and also subscribe to Thrashmaniac99's channel. That's Levi McIntyre's channel. He's in addition to some cool stuff he's got on his channel, he's also got the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series. So be sure to subscribe to both those channels. Again, that's X867. Again, that's channels X867530985AX and Thrashmaniac99. So be sure to subscribe to those 2 channels for some cool stuff, as well as some other NNSCRA offline action. If you want in on their series, then, well, be sure to get with them as well. So And also subscribe to the channel you're watching here too, the NNSCRA channel as well. So I know I read the same old lines when it comes to the promos, but it's got to be said. So that being said here, this is James Cole, this is a production of the NNSCRA celebrating 10 years of offline racing at its best. We'll see you at the next race on the tour, the Monster Mile at Dover.